Hey everybody, this is Paul from North Carolina Cover Band Reviews coming at you. Taking in place of Glenn today. He's behind the camera, but he'll be back soon with another one of our quick riffs band interviews. But tonight, it's a back to venue spotlight. We're here in High Point at the Podium talking to Marcie. High Point's only been around for about 3.5 months or so.
We opened August 1st.
But already making a splash in High Point on the music scene. So Marcie, thank you so much for taking time to chat with us
Thank you.
on a busy Saturday. So I want to tell you we have some history in this building. Glenn and I have been doing this for about 3 years, but it was about 4 or 5 years ago we came here when this was Hams. And it was kind of the first time that we hung out to see a band, and we saw Band Romeo here. It was fantastic. So take me back to earlier this year. What's your thought process as you're thinking about maybe taking over this place, becoming owner, and how did that progress through the summer up until August?
Well, it was a lot of work. I had another venue not far from here, and I really enjoyed having live music. Now we did it on Saturday nights, but I just realized the crowd that it brought in and the people, and everyone was happy and just having a good time, no problems, no issues. When this place became available, I jumped at it, knowing if somebody else took it over, it would hurt my little spot.
Yeah.
Since then, we've grown, we've remodeled the entire place. We've grown, and now we have live bands every Friday and Saturday, acoustic on patios on Sundays, weather permitted.
Very cool. So, were there interesting or different challenges in taking over a place that was already sort of established? I mean, you talk about remodeling, but in terms of sort of rebranding, people come here surprised it's different and things, was that a challenge?
It has been a challenge. Everyone walked in and just immediately assumed that this was Hams, and it's not. It's better. It really is. The food's fantastic. This is an everyone bar. We welcome everyone, families especially. We have a small arcade and live music and great food.
Yeah, fantastic. So here we are in High Point, and High Point, Archdale, this area actually for the size has a pretty decent music scene. In addition to Podium, there's a couple other good venues in the area. Like, how have you seen this sort of area south of Greensboro, but not in Winston, sort of develop? And how do you think Podium fits into that?
That's a good question. There really is no competition around here. We all work together. We all support one another when it comes to live music. There's plenty of restaurants. There's plenty of people. High Point is growing very rapidly, High Point in Jamestown. And we're right in the center of everything. In 10 minutes, you're in Winston-Salem. 5 minutes, you're in Greensboro. So we're very centrally located.
Yeah, and of course right here in the Podium where you've got a lot of people coming to shop and go to the movies and things like that. So why Podium? How did you come up with that name? Were there other names that you threw aside?
I went back and forth with it, and the name Podium just kind of stuck. It means winning, and that's what we're here to do.
Yeah, on the Podium, that's right. So let me ask you too, so we mentioned obviously live music and entertainment. What's your thought process as you go through thinking about the bands that you want to bring in, the bands that you want to bring back, and things like that?
Well, we offer a wide range of music. 80s and 90s obviously does really well. Bad Romeo kills it here. Of course, they've been around for a while, but there's been quite a few great bands. We got Love Machine out of Burnersville. They're a local band. They're fantastic. Tonight we have Bending Fate, another great band. There's just so many great local bands out there that I wish I could have them all.
Yeah. Well, in time, I know you very quickly set up a really nice roster of bands coming in just in the first couple months. So I'm sure there's going to be more in the future. So speaking of the future, what does the next few months and into next year hold? Do you have other plans? I mean, things are going well, but how do you think about what you need to add, subtract, change?
Really, I'm just going to stick to my recipe.
Yeah.
It's working. Having bands on Fridays and Saturdays. Bringing back the ones that bring a good crowd. Every band has their own crowd. Some of them are building, and then you got to take that with a grain of salt and keep moving. But we have some bands up here that play on Wednesday nights. They're a bunch of kids, and they're fantastic. I have a band tomorrow, Sunday. I'm sure this will be posted after tomorrow. That's fairly new. Caleb McCarthy, and he's only been singing for a year, and he already has an actual offer from RCA Records. Last weekend we had Stillwater Junction up here, and they're up for a Grammy.
Yeah, we know those guys. Yeah.
They're fantastic, so it's exciting.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised to hear you say you don't need to change much because this place has got it all. I mean, you're a restaurant, you're a sports bar, you have what, 30, 40 probably TVs in the place.
Over 40 TVs.
You know, there's pool tables behind us, arcade games. You've got patio, as you mentioned, so really lots to do here. So last question, Marcie, anything else coming up, interesting events that you might want to mention?
Well, we have a big event in December, and we're also going to be supporting Toys for Tots at that event, and it's an ugly sweater party. And we have a great band that evening, and they're called Slightly Emotional, and that would be on December 13th.
December 13th. All right, you guys know what you're doing on December 13th. Marcie, thanks again.
Thank
we
you.
want to give you the special wrapped for your sanitation little model of our my mascot Nick Burr. Thank you so much for taking time. I know you got a super busy night Saturday, guys. Thank you very much. You know it's Nick Burr, North Carolina CoverBandReviews.com. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and at our new website nccbr.com. See you guys next time. Keep rocking.